Bob, join the other Bobs and become a supporter today to get access to the jungle tier list, 10% off all coaching sessions, Discord Q&A channel specifically for the supporters where you can have questions answered. What should I build on this champion? What's the jungle path? I'll actually reply to them. Big. And then we got the op.gg review. So you can see what you're doing wrong there. A lot of great stuff, all for $3 a month. Oh, hot dog, what a deal. And you get to talk to all the other Bobs that will be populated this bad boy. Alrighty. Thank you very much. Link in the description. Yep. Alrighty, welcome back to the jungle. We'll be playing Kha'zix versus Mr. Zach. For the runes, we got Electrocute, Sudden, Zombie Ward, Relentless, and then Magical Footwear Cosmic, with double adaptive and scaling HP. As Kha'zix, I'm trying out the Electrocute. This will give you more single target damage in the early game, but only onto one target. But its cooldown's 20 seconds, so if you're playing an assassin, you better pick the right target anyways, and then where it's 20 seconds, you can do one play and then do another one and it would be back up, versus having that stacking component of the Dark Harvest in comparison. And then Zombie Ward if we get that Umbral Glaive. First step here on Kha'zix, you want to Q down this red buff. You don't have to use Smite on it. You want to save the Smite for these Krugs here. You can Smite the small one, start autoing the big one, and then the big one will become isolated. Use that W to kill the small ones, and then another isolated Q on the big one. And that really speeds up the Krugs here. So fast I have to wait for my W. Boom. Already clean. Kha'zix passive, whenever you're in a bush or unseen and you auto the enemy, it deals extra magic damage, and then it slows them, which isn't super useful in the early game, but when it comes to a little bit into the mid game, that's where that starts being pretty good. That slow, like, I mean, it helps, but it's better in invades, and in the early game, it's pretty hard to find invades because for the jungle path for Kha'zix, you're basically always going to be staying on these camps. The E is this jump, dealing AoE damage where you land, and it's on a long-ass cooldown, so you really have to be careful with the jump. Since Kha'zix is such an ancient champion, it has such a long cooldown, so when you jump in, you are committed, and you better be sure about it. I would say, to get used to holding the jump, walk as close as you can to an enemy champion before using it. You'd be surprised. So we're finishing up our camps on the bot side here. Generally, always want to be pathing towards bot sides because it gives you the option for Dragon, ganking mid, and ganking bot lane. All are very good tasks for Kha'zix. Ganking a top laner, a very bad task for Mr. Kha'zix. Zach hasn't shown either, so I would assume that he's pathing towards the bot side as well. So let's finish up this blue buff, and then I'll even use my smite on it, so I can be in the river just a little faster. The Vex is pretty low here, so might be able to clean this up. If there's any assassin, you always want to watch for these opportunities. E, Q, W. Oh, with the Electrocute, so close. Literally so close. She was like one little nothing away from it. Oh well, back to the scuttle. We have time to skip the scuttle there. We might even have time for a bot play. So then that also shows me that Zach is definitely path topside. This is kind of an ask, but I mean, hell, these guys are reaching in. Nami's Mr. Bubble, and if I jump on him, there's really no harm. EQ, auto, W. Oh, that's my damage. Look alive, guys. Let's reset. And then back to the top side. I don't really know how this game will play out, so I'll go for Profane Hydra as my first item. This just gives me a lot of options, because it will speed up my clear. Building that pickaxe first gives us 25 AD. Whereas Ghostblade really sets us where we have to attack the Misfortune, the Nami, and then eventually deal with the Vex. I think if I go Profane into like an Edge of Night, that gives me a lot more flexibility in the build. Smite this one again. And now as we're clearing down, we're going to hit level 5. Once we're level 5, we can kind of just skip the camps from there, and then play for the Dragon. The Dragon is very easy for Kha'zix because you just get those isolated Qs off cooldown. And since Zach will be pathing topside too, he cleared his Raptors and Krugs and now will be reset. That makes things very easy for me, because he won't be bot side. So let's get level 5 off these Krugs. Honestly, yeah, let's gank mid lane as well. Auto W. Yeah, it's warded. Yeah. whenever Vex has that full red bar, that means she has a fear. So she can use this shield that also knocks you down. So whenever you jump into her, completely cancels your jump, so you lose distance. But it also deals a shit ton of damage to you. So you really have to be careful with that. So even showing on the top side here, I can just I can just start this dragon. The W keeps us healthy and the Q deals all the damage. And since we skip our camps too, they'll be giving us ketchup XP, and this dragon also gives you a good amount of XP. So it's definitely worth skipping those camps, the wolves and the gromp, once you're level 5. At least this dragon's an option for you. Q smite. Now I can go back to my camps where I can look for bot gank. My bot lane is pushed them in so far, I might as well just go back to the gromp here. Bob, where's my gromp? Ezreal, what's the deal? And then I want to get into the Zach's red side camps. He still hasn't done those void grubs. And my mid laner's dead, so might as well get something done down here. W smite. Alrighty, just a couple camps to level 6 here. Assuming that Zach is doing those void grubs right now. So yeah, as Kha'Zix, you want to get both gold and XP. You definitely don't want to value ganks in the early game over the farm. You're this menace of a champion that's powering up throughout the entirety of the early game, so that you can spike in the mid game. 2 items, level 11, and then 2 evolves, and you're really talking. Let's go ahead and evolve. Let's evolve. The W or the ulti is fine. I'm gonna go with the ulti this time. Evolving the ulti gives us more playmaking potential. We're visible for longer. You can close a lot of distances with that too. We're spotted, run! Sortie. Eat. I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit. Let's see if Zach re-ganks this. With my ulti, I can move so far into them. If the enemy just barely moves past this wave, that gives us a pretty easy indicator that the Zach would be ganking. I'll move into this bush here. Let's see, any noobs, any noobs. There we go. Bot lane's pretty far away, but ulti. Auto Q, W. Auto ulti, can't hit me. Just like last time, it's like, alright, no one's dying.
Enemy killing spree.
Let's reset. These little plays like aren't necessarily bad. What's bad is that I'm like just losing camps basically. Zach's on my Raptors, my mid lane's totally dying. So because the plays aren't working out, I'm not getting like entirely juiced. And in this case, it's cost me at least my Raptor camp. But reset to the top side. We'll keep hammering this bot lane, because that's the lane that I just want to spend the most time with. Top lane, mid lane, you know, a solo lane, Yasuo vein. You know what I'm saying? Too many carries on this team. Too many cooks in the kitchen. That guy is full HP. So no red buff. So Zach takes 2 of my camps. We might be able to answer that later, but we'll see. So with our ulti down, let's go ahead and clear our camps. We'll still be even in levels. We'll get level 7. The only problem that arises is if you lose too many camps back to back. Last reset, we got 2 longswords in the glowing moat. That gives me a little bit more damage. Until you complete like the entire profane hydra, these components are kind of whatever. So long that you're getting any AD as you go. Nice! Zach ganks top lane, baby. I can get all of his camps. So right, with the plays, you don't exactly have ganks as Kha'Zix, as we've seen. What you have is like being in position for a play, and then reacting. If you skip the camps for the play, then it kind of sucks. That's why that last play I did sucked. Never will I ever skip a camp ever again. Calm, man, why you full clear? I need you. What else would I do? So now if we're in Zach's jungle too, we can put vision down and then find him. If we find him, then hell, we can't really do much. This champion needs like the surprise factor. Sortie. And now with that gone, it's much easier for my bot lane to play. So he's on that red buff. I don't want to mess with mid lane. I just want to stay around bot side here. With the dragon coming up, I'll stay about right here. If they Nami bubble or Zaki, then I can always jump away. Mr. Zach. Whoa, Nami's 2 HP, hot dog. Don't mind if I do. See, Nami gets the idea. E. Flash, QW. Noob down. For some reason, that Zach's just abandoned bot lane to kill that 0-4 Yasuo. If I hold the wave like this, then the next minion wave comes sooner. I'm not gonna die, so... That gets the wave in. EQ. Yes, we walk it out. Well, we don't have enough HP to do Dragon, but I would call that a successful play. We got the gold for Profane, and now the ramp kind of begins. This is where I can take over and farm against Mr. Zach. It's like this kind of for any assassin versus tank matchup. Profane Hydra gives us AD, lethality, ability haste, and that AoE damage that deals more whenever the enemy is low. So with that, nice, my raptors are up. With that, we increase our clear speed, gives us more, like another source of damage, so it adds to our full combo. And then all the stats are good, like ability haste, AD, and lethality. That's all that Mr. Kha'zix has ever wanted. And I basically go get this game because I didn't know like which lanes were going to be strong and whatnot. It was hard to read. So now we're looking for our next evolve, which is pretty far away. We're level 8, and then it comes at level 11. And the only way we consistently get there is clearing all the camps and then being in position for a play. But here's the catch. We don't have to win the plays. You simply have to be in position and then go in if it's good for you. And if it's not, leave and go farm something. That's what they don't tell you. You don't have to win shit as Kha'zix. Guys, we got a Vex problem. So this place sucks, right? It's impossible to get in there. We're outnumbered. Oh, okay. So let's go topside. Fuck it. Concede this for that. I want to get Edge of Night second. Man. Longsword. Man, this is warded. Whatever. Yeah, so take that thing out for me. Or don't. We'll just walk around. Aatrox is low. Hot dog. Because I can see the dragon so quickly, I could be in position for it. Oh, he's already dead. Let's avoid that ward. Move into Mr. Zach's blue side and see if there's any camps for us. I'm a hungry guy. I gotta eat. Yes, gank my bot lane. Yes. It's as simple as that, man. We got the hell out of there because there's no play. Like, Kha'zix sucks at skirmishes and team fights early, okay? You want isolated plays or you want farm? You can do the team fights and skirmishes late game. Not even late game, mid game, but do not do them early game. Do not spend your time doing that if the camps are up. Ever! Not ever, but I'm serious. Don't do it. It's a waste of time. But shouldn't I practice my mechanics? There's no mechanics. You press Q and auto them, and if they're not isolated, you don't kill nobody. Alright, let's do this Rift Herald here. Run. Don't get hit by that shit. Ouchie mama. Well, ulti moving. Let's get the hell. I'm so dead. WQ. The Vex annihilated us. Yasuo needs to win wall the Vex ulti, but he was nowhere near the Vayne because he stayed on the Rift Herald. Oh well. Let's see. That is quite a bit of magic damage from them. We could get the Mercs or Lucidity boots. Right, so if I'm gonna go W evolve, I have to get Lucidity boots, I see. Yeah. If you go Q evolve, you don't necessarily need ability haste, like extra ability haste. Well, that was a fucking massive L. I thought that Rift Herald was so free. I thought they would be doing the dragon bot side. I saw the Vex move into this bush and then I pinged it. I want Yasuo to move in. What does he do? Hit the Rift Herald, baby. Well, can't you move in? Hell no. It's a Vex. She one-shots me. Yasuo win wall is kind of a 1v9 against that champion. Not if it's not utilized, though. Alright, let's clean up our camps, get level 11. Do a loser's full clear here. This kind of does go to show, though, like, early game just doesn't matter. Every lane but bot lane lost. It's kind of whatever. I'm powering up. I just need that one good play to go right for me, and then I can take over. I swear, players that are, like, slower and dumber are so much better at champions than, like, this, than me. I kind of like to get in there and be active. Ulti. Auto Q. W. Auto ulti. Auto Q profane. Nice. The Nami too, you think so? And she flashes away. Gordon knows I'm not killing that Zac. Wait for his bounce. Go back in. Q. Auto. Nice. EQ profane. Kiting. Auto Q. W. Nice. Zac can die. Now, he only has his Sunfire cape, so he hasn't really recalled since like 7 minutes. That was a pretty big contributing factor there. But a win is a win, baby. Let's take this fucking dragon. That's all I needed. Who's the anchor of the enemy team? Who's the loser? That's right, the enemy bot lane. So let's keep attacking them. The strong members, Vex, Aatrox, and somewhat of that Zac. Let's stay away from them. Who's the strong members on my team? My bot lane. You catch my drift? Oh, evolve that W. Boots Lucidity, and then into the Edge of Night here. That'll give me a whole lot more functionality against this shit. I'll even go Ruby Crystal. We're entering the mid game, so having the spikes evolved mid game is very important. Gives you the slow and the AoE damage on it. A lot of the mid game can be standing around like an ARAM, so you really want that ability in most cases. Lucidity Boots gives us more ability haste, so more W's, more Q, and then Edge of Night will give us that spell shield to help against obnoxious engages that Vex, Zac, Nami, and Aatrox have against us. The basics remain the same. We want to full clear all of our camps, but if there's any sort of good play that's happening that we can get kills, we can skip them. And then when there's not, don't skip camps. The difference in the mid game is that you clear the camp so much faster. You're always going to have more AD, more ability haste, bigger boobs, better pizza, Papa John's. Come on, Kha'zix, we got places to be. Where's that enemy bot lane at? They got a Vex and a Misfortune mid, but it looked like that Vex was moving down. We got a control ward right here, so I'm going to try to slime on in to the mid lane. Now this is where the ulti evolves very good. You can close a lot of distance with that evolved ulti. Misfortune is playing pretty far back, so we don't have to do anything crazy. I'll just move up and clear some vision. Hit that Scryer. What is this guy thinking? Now, can I really help that? No. Keep farming. Even though Zac's ganking Yasuo, I'm not moving to that. Can I kill Zac? Hell no. But you killed him bot lane? Yeah, with my bot lane. Oh yeah. Ulti, moving. EWQ, auto profane, ulti. Close. And then trying to get onto the Nami here, she was wandering around this blue side like she owns the place. Sweeper? Any noobs in here? Nope. Nice, Zac fails his engage. Let's just occupy this area, see what happens. WQ auto, E. Is fine. Let Soraka get the fruit. And with all of our position here, it's much easier for Ezreal to play, just like in that early game. W. Q. Run. Flash. W. Q. Profane. Nice, Vayne is in there. Nice. W. Oh. Misfortune's pretty fast. That's a real champion right there. We can do Baron right now. My team has a lot of fucking DPS. If Vex is bot lane, we can do Baron. Nice, she's bot lane. Because we have healing from Soraka, and Vayne and Ezreal are both ADC, so they have so much DPS. My W also heals me. Soraka, baby. Stay close. W smite. Nice. Get the hell out of here. Because Vex is like the only champion that can get involved there. Edge of Night, Longsword, Control Ward to the top side. Rinse and repeat. Nice. Nice. I hit these weak members. The Zac, the Misfortune, the Nami. Not the Aatrox, not the Vex. Up to Vex and Aatrox to spin their lead. They're not spinning it. Enjoy your loss. You are playing too slow. So the Edge of Night isn't a lot of damage. That's fine. We got 5 carries on the team, so we're scaling. Edge of Night gives us AD lethality, HP, and a spell shield. That spell shield it gives us a lot of maneuverability, so we don't get immediately CC'd when we go in. So we can jump in, deal some damage, ulti away, and then ulti back in. And that makes us a whole lot more useful than the Kha'Zix that would be standing still trying to wait to get involved. So we're cleaning up the camps here, waiting for that dragon to spawn. Oh god, oh god. Do I get involved with this? I don't think so. That was a successful play by the enemy. So I'll probably just clean up mid-wave. You may be asking, do you fight for dragon? Hell no. Hell no. We're outnumbered as Kha'Zix. As we're entering the mid-game here, we're strong, level 13. That's our WQ max. 2 points in our ulti. But we need to take fights that are in our interest with numbers advantage. With that in mind, oh, Aatrox is dead. Never mind. What the dog doing? I'll push one wave mid here. If they engage on me, pretty hard. I have a spell shield. I have a spell shield. I'm gonna Baron buff the minions. Yeah, they're harder to kill now. Yep. Yep, just gonna have to walk up to you here and press W. Yep, alrighty. Bye, guys. Nice, a blue buff. I've been wanting one of these things. Job's done. Level 14, hot dog. So we kept rinsing the camps. My team's gonna push with Baron here. I can honestly just stand still in the wave with Baron. Low. Yeah, the Vex is there, but like you don't have to get hit by her ulti, that's the thing. Soraka making it pretty easy. Zac will be looking from left side. Let's go hover the Vayne, I think. And Vayne got the turret. Vayne's always just one step ahead of me. Nami could misstep, Vex could misstep here, and then we would have a very easy fight. Looks like their whole team will be rotating towards Yasuo, so Vayne should push bot lane. My Baron's expired, so we... Oh. Flash, auto QW, profane, auto ulti, auto E. Oh, whoops. Q, 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 Q. Just in case she flashes or something, that Q can still go off. Nice. Flashing on top of her to immediately getting that damage going. The sooner you cast your first Q, the sooner the second one comes up. So we earned that position, and then that helps us get a pick. Run! I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. The bush will give me movement speed. I'm going to the red buff. We earned that position by denying the vision, and then that gives us the opportunity to give pick on the Vex as she's moving from bot lane to mid lane, trying to follow her team's play. Since we have the Baron buff, my team's pushing. You always want to be in the enemy jungle as your team's pushing with Baron as Kha'Zix, or else you ain't doing nothing. Don't be on your camps. Get up there, be a man, don't be scared. Alrighty, job's done. Baron push is done. Let's go back to our camps. 130 on Baron. Rinse as many camps as we can, getting us closer to level 16. Just giving us more gold and XP as well. Level 16, we can get that Q evolve. And it's truly over for the enemy from there. Because whenever you get these levels, you get both damage and tankiness, but you also just become a little bit stronger than the enemy. More points in your abilities. Shit like that. And then for Kha'Zix, it's a double whammy when you get to the ulti breakpoints at level 6, 11, and 16. You've just given up, eh? Auto, Q. Auto, W. Moving. EQ, auto. Auto, Q, W. Auto, profane, ulti. God damn, that amount of CC, eh? Once again, Yasuo has wind wall for all this, but let him cook. Started off with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. Well, Baron's not up, so it's not the end of the world. Don't show me to ever do any of that. Blast Whisper, Pickaxe, and then 2 control words for that Baron. We got a Last Whisper now, so we'll actually deal damage to Zac. Optional. Alright. Noob's down. Well, if you had any fear of them doing Baron, it's gone. A Zac and a Vex will not be soloing Baron. Since Vayne's pushing so hard, we have a responsibility as a team to get to that Baron quickly, but everyone's respawning right now. Hey, what are you doing, man? Mr. Ezreal. Yeah, get off this thing. Let's not do a dumbass Baron. Dumbass lax members of the team here. Ezreal reset. Come on, dude. Put my first control word on the Baron. I'm going to be farming right now. I'm going to get level 16. Alrighty, I'm going to be contesting Baron right now. I can honestly frontline, so let's just move right in, provide vision for my team. Sweeper, W. Control ward. Nice, we got out of that. Vex in, but nobody important died, eh? Like, all I can do is just stand on the outskirts here and shoot W's. The rest of my team's kind of useless. Why? Well, the Yasuo is really rung us around here. Instead of just fucking standing still in a lane. W. Just hover my teammates since this play keeps happening. Another noob down. They're going to be looking for that Baron, so let's stay on the top side. W. The more I walk them back like this, kind of the better. It is super impressive that we're losing this Baron, though, all things considered. It's a real Kha'Zix moment right here. Let's try to kill Aatrox. EWQ, Profane, Auto, Ulti. Auto. Smite, Q, ulti. W, ulti. Auto, Q. Move down. Let's evolve our Q now. The evolved Q gives us bonus range, and then lowers the cooldown whenever you Q an isolated target, so that can give you a whole lot of DPS as you get onto a target late game. Now I just want to get like 4 items. Since the game's gonna last this long. The enemy getting Baron and whatnot. Moves down. Vayne is a balanced champion. Phew. Vayne says, Ka, listen man, I'm farming. Comes the TP. So no TP. Back to the camps. The Q speeds up the clear so much too, it's so beast. Alrighty. So we still need to get another item, but all that farming gets us the Shireldas easily, and then we can get another one from here. So, do they have shields? Not really. Not really. I think I just go Eclipse, honestly. Magic damage, magic damage. Maul Malmortia sounds so weird, but it looks good. Hex Drinker. Control Ward. To the top side. Because I feel like I have to kill Vex to win the game. The Misfortune, the Aatrox, the Nami, the Zac are kind of like non-factors at this point. And as Kha'Zix, you have that weakness to magic damage unless you buy any MR. And since we got the Boots of Lucidity, we're lacking that. Alright, what's this guy thinking? EQ, auto. W all the blobs. Uh-huh. Run. Oh! Ulti! Ulti! Oh, I can get to the top side. I really can't help my team with anything mid. 30 seconds on my ulti, so we can do like one wave here and then reset. $268 CS. As these guys push, we can try to get a flank on them. Okay, onto Soraka. She still has that ulti. Pull him into the turret. Here's that TP though. Let's just go heal. We'll have the wave clear, so it's not like they can keep pushing. Three wards, what the fuck? 4! Hot dog! They must have really been scared of Kha'Zix. Vayne, you hear this shit? They got so many wards for me. They don't ward for you very often. Always farming, Bob. Always farming. To this day, I'm scaling. Rest in peace. They really don't have a big minion wave here, though. It's just a couple minions. So long that my team can clear this, but it looks like they're just dying. Looks like they're all just dead. Alright. We need to clear that fucking minion wave. Ulti, EQ, auto, W, ulti. W! Flash Q. I did some damage. Alright. What a weird game. I don't know how we lose, but I don't even think it's important at that point. We did our job. Final score is 6-3 and 4. Once we lose that second Baron, it's kind of donezo, so who cares? Alright, that puts us at Masters 146, final damage dealt 1700, with damage taken 4500, electrocute dealing 900, and sudden impact dealing 700. Alright, GG. I guess we lose, who cares? Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and click that join button. Peace. Alrighty, welcome to game 2. You know, I've come to terms. If I'm gonna receive a win as Kha'Zix, it's gonna be received. We will not be looking to go get it. 2, it's all gonna come to me. So Dark Harvest, Treasure Hunter, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. More reward for the enemy, Turbo Inting. Don't mind if I do. I'm playing on my main account. I ran into massive trouble even trying to get into a game because Kha'Zix was banned so often, which is kind of weird. We're against Shyvana this time, and all we really want to do is contest her on that first dragon. Until then, we'll be farming. Smite, schmack, schmack, Q, schmack, Bulum, W. This is the Indomitish Chrysalish Kha'zix skin. It's okay. Was it worth all the blue S or the battle pass stuff? I don't think so. I don't think so. Yep. The more I play Kha'Zix, the more I try on him, and that's always my biggest problem. I'm sure you run into that if you're similar style. I think at the end of the day, I'm more of a bruiser or mid-range player like Diego Belveth. Whereas Kha'Zix is a true assassin, he shows up and does nothing. He does nothing until it's his time to do something, and boy, that makes me mad. I want to show up and do something the second I'm there. And I want to make the enemy pay immediately for, you know, just for me being there, not even them making a mistake. But as an assassin, you have to wait for the enemy to make a mistake. So that was part of the mistakes from the first game, but we'll see if we can even it out here. We're going to end our clear on the bot side. So is Shyvana. I'm going to save my smite to try to win that scuttle fight, as both of us full clear down. Shyvana doesn't really have a gank afterwards, so we'll just give it some time here. Looks like Echo gets a kill on Aurelion. Very nice. And then these guys do need to respect the Shyvana gank. Pulling this into the bush so that Shyvana can't just pop out and smite it. Bing. Alrighty, into the river. Now we're spotted, but that's okay. Looks like Shyvana will probably be crossing. Auto. And then we're going to auto. WQ smite E. That's that. Careful, careful. They don't have CC, guys. It's fine. Let Shyvana cross through here. We might have a gank onto Aurelion. Aurelion is TP'd back to lane, so he basically has to stay. Nice damage. Well, let's make Shyvana pay here. I have my smite coming up, and since Echo chunked her, we might as well stay on the map just following the play here. You don't want to give up opportunities like this just because you could snap back to the golems, for example. I know too many players like Coach recently are too on it with stuff like that, like they've heard that they should always recall and get back to these. But it's like, I got double scuttle, it's fine. Definitely going for that profane hydra. Pickaxe, control ward. To the Krug, baby. To the Krug. Yep, Kha'Zix is kind of that. Show up and then just watch what happens. I think the key part is watch. And at least for me, it's to not get super involved right at the start there. The pickaxe gives us 25 AD. Pretty similar damage to if we got the serrated dirk. And then that control word is going to be useful for us as we're playing around that dragon. So we want to get level 5. That will be pretty much at the same pace. We need 2 camps here, getting the raptors. What getting that double scuttle will do is help us get level 6 a little bit later. Nice. Yeah, Aurelion really trolled whenever he went top lane. So use every abilities on these. The Q, the W, the E, everything. Kill these fast and then get to that dragon. Looks like Shyvana is going to Krugs. So that gives me more wiggle room as well. Now the Echo wants to recall. And that's fine. So instead of putting this control word on dragon, what we're going to do is move down and then put our warding trinket on it. So that Shyvana doesn't know it's warded. And we give our laners time to reset here since both my mid lane and bot lane seem to be resetting. So put a ward right there and then, whoa! Into bot lane question mark? Okay. Hi, Shyvana. Health potion. It's definitely awkward for everyone involved here. Can I kill them? No! No, I can't. Control word, but what we can do is wait for Shyvana to walk into us. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Careful. Auto, Q. W. Nice, she missed her E. So we get some damage on her. And now if she wants to do dragon, it's a little bit more awkward. B. Nice. W. Dark Harvest stack, don't mind if I do. And then if I move like this, I can try to play for that dragon. It doesn't exactly show them if I'm going to Gromp or the dragon itself. And Echo's so good that he can just start that. These guys are low enough, so we'll get in there. EW, auto, they're out of their mind. What, Shyvana ping the bot lane to come fight? Yeah, that will show you. Nice, it's gonna cause a lot of conflict within the family for them. And probably a free dragon for us. Eventually. One thing I don't like about this skin, you don't really feel the Q. Let's reset. Back to the top side. Kind of rinse and repeat. I want to spin my gold and be on the map. Since we don't have the Tiamat, I'll get that Brutalizer, Longsword, and then back to the top side here. Jack's very low. So if Jack stays, we can skip our camps and look for a gank. The Krugs themselves don't give us level 6. So if we're gonna gank, let's go this way. The Blast Cone will make things... There is no Blast Cone. Mr. Jax. He has enough mana to cast his E, so that sucks. We're gonna have to play this pretty slow. So we're gonna EQ, and then moving. W. Well. Let's go ahead and just help Urgot push. And then, I'm going back to my camps personally. We don't know where the mid lane is. This is kind of a waste of time. And now since I helped Urgot push that wave, these Krugs will give me level 6. Alrighty, which thing are we going to evolve here? Q is pretty good into Shyvana. Shyvana has a lot of DPS, so that will help us with killing her. And they honestly have a lot of AoEs, so the ulti evolves just not as useful. We don't have to play for early ganks. We're not avoiding a lot of damage if we go invisible. With the Q evolve, we get more auto attack and Q range. And then whenever you Q an isolated target, the cooldown is super, super short. So whenever you jump on someone, even when you don't have a lot of ability haste, you can just pump these Qs into them. And whenever you're playing into DPS champions like Jax and Shyvana, it's super important that you can match the amount of damage they deal as fast. Shyvana, you can't go in there. Oh yeah, the two dragons holding hands here. I'll just go ahead and hit the Scryer, make things obvious for everyone. And we can kind of start the fight here. No one's really committing though. Ulti for movement speed. EQ. W, ulti. That's what I'm talking about with that AoE. It's so crazy. Well, we started the play. Echo doesn't exactly clean it up, but that's fine. We can just do our Gromp Wolves and reset. And our ulti will be back up. Since this happened, we just want to get involved. It's a shame I didn't kill the Braum, but whatever. Braum known for not dying. Since we have that Brutalizer, we have a little bit of ability haste too, so that helps with the ulti coming up. Alrighty, let's get out of here. Although those Void Grubs are up, we really don't care. The plays and the farm is so much more important. Tiamat, Sweeper, and then we'll get another control word since they took ours out and to the top side. Tiamat gives us that AoE damage and then another active. Mr. Jax, you're really asking for it. Braum is on the top side too. Alrighty. Whoa. Yeah, it's not worth. Man, since Echo did that, there's not really a mid play right now. What? They left a Void Grub. Don't mind if I do. Gives me something to do right now. Wait till it's isolated so I get that Q cooldown refund. And then we'll just pump through this bad boy. Noob down. And we just keep farming. 75 to 79 CS right now. If you ever skip a camp in one of these matchups, you will feel the wrath. I know a lot of people have trouble with these Juggernaut matchups, Shyvana, Udyr, Hecarim. The real slime is to contest them. They need to do a play, and once it's time for them to do that play, all you have to do is show up. Shyvana's case, it's this dragon, so we're gonna show up to that dragon. The deeper we can get into her jungle, the better, honestly. Sweeper moving. Now, Shyvana will probably skip her Krugs to be in position here. So let's go ahead and hit that Blast Cone, and then just start that dragon on spawn. Really force their hand here. Echo winning mid, that makes things easy. Jax is here. Well, that's a problem. We do have Urgot's TP, so let's play this out, boys. We can always ulti Jax's damage here. Whoa! Oh, I used my ulti way too soon. Smite. Don't mind if I do. Q, auto, W. Run. Flash, Q, auto, Tiamat. I'm burning to death on that Shyvana's E. Oh, it's so messy. I canceled my ulti. My bad. So I had to jump away and then... I mean, Echo did his job, but since I canceled my ulti with something, then I had to get out of there. Because Jax can jump on me, right? And then I just ulti away. He can't auto-attack me. If I do it like that. Alrighty. Glowing moat. Another control ward to the top side. You catching the drift, Bob? Yep. And reset it to the top side. Yep. And farm a couple camps. Yep. 2 dragons against a Shyvana is pretty nice. She doesn't have form either. So now we just keep this going. Eventually I'll be able to get involved with this bot side too. See if we can get a Scuttle Crab here. We completed the Profane Hydra, so that gives us a lot more damage. But we're really looking for a level 9. There's Jax E. We're just going to walk into him. EQ, auto, W, Profane, move down. Second that Jax uses the E, it's over. Shyvana will be alone on these, so target champions only as we hit this. And she's not here. Shyvana. Shyvana, I want to play. Sweeper. Q, auto, W. Okay. Just go back to the camps. I really don't care about the Rift Herald. I want to get to the bot side. And then I want to get all my camps, so if I'm doing that Rift Herald, it takes away from that. You really have to earn the objectives. If you start the objective outright with all your camps up, that's where you're going to run into problems. Once we get this Profane Hydra like this, the clear speed just gets crazy. Q Evolve and Profane Hydra is really, really crazy. Because as you auto the big part of the camp, the small parts die, and then boom, it's isolated. And once it's isolated, you just pump that Q into it. A noob will be down in no time. Oh, their bot lane is running around like dumbasses, so is their mid lane. With all my camps done, I just kind of want to follow the play here. This one's pretty easy. EQ, auto W, Profane, Q. You got any Krug for me? Nope. Yep, they're going to clean up that top play easy enough, and since we chunked the Aurelion, we can just go ahead and take this turret. The enemy team is like massively trolling. I don't know what they're up to. Swapping lanes and doing nothing good. Hot dog. They're really making a bad thing worse where they're losing like this. So no red buff. Any raptor? So no raptor. Leave a control ward. Clean up the farm. And we're almost level 11. Just coasting on Kha'zix. Yep. I'm done. You know, I'm done with just trying. Instead, I'll just be coasting into my win. Me personally. Let's see. What do we want here? Edge of Night looks pretty good. Yeah, let's just do Edge of Night into something like Sharel does, because Jax, Shyvana, Braum, and Aurelion all get pretty tanky, and Edge of Night gives me some HP to contend with them as well. Something like Eclipse seems a bit off in this spot, because if I have a spell shield for a single Jax E, Shyvana E, things like that, it goes a long way. That third dragon's coming up, so let's get down there. Hopefully these raptors give me level 11. That would be beast. That would be so crazy. We're trying to clear as fast as possible. Phew. Ugh. Like one minion here. So let's just lane with Misfortune. Hit the wave a little. Actually, a ward could give it. Check it out. Sweeper. Q, auto, W, profane. He is fine. He is fine. EQ, auto, ulti, W, Q, auto, ulti, auto, Q. Ugh. I'm like wondering the entire time, is Aurelion dealing damage? The answer, no. I'm gonna push out this mid wave. Someone took your wave, Misfortune. Can you believe that shit? Well, let's just reset, get some HP. Gonna evolve that W second, but I want to wait till I'm in base. Utilize the time here while we're healing. Alrighty, Tunneler. As you can see, we took a shit ton of just ambient damage in those team fights. It's all that AoE damage, so we need an HP item second. And we can get that in the Edge of Night or in Eclipse. Alrighty, that dragon's up, but I'm not skipping my farm. Me personally, I'll be farming everything. Oh, nice. Q Profane. The Profane deals more when the target is low. Start this bad boy up. Our W now slows, gives us more of that AoE damage as well. Shyvana probably doesn't even have Dragon Form, honestly. W, EQ, auto Profane. It's like too easy at this point. The enemy team sucks. Alrighty, and that's that. Let's go ahead and coast this bad boy into a win here. We have 3 of the dragons, looking for 4. And as we go here, the Baron's coming up, so I'm kind of hovering my team as they push, and then looking to take a good fight. That would give us the Baron later. Shyvana, I love you. W, EQ, auto, profane, auto. Move down. Shyvana, you got any camps for me? No? Any blue buff? No? Okay. Shyvana, am I sorry about your team? No, I've played too many Kha'zix games where I full clear and then nothing happens and I lose, so... Happens to the best of us. To the top side. We got the Edge of Night, giving us AD, lethality, HP, and a spell shield. The spell shield's on a 40-second cooldown as well. It's not too bad. You can do one little play into another one. Jax, come on, those are mine. Let's see if Jax stops at the pixel bush here. E. W. Alrighty, get out of here. We're gonna be slowed, but our dash is coming up. Control ward. EW. Q. Profane. Dodging on that stun, and that's good enough. With the Shyvana bot lane, the enemy kind of chunked right there and backing off. It would only be Aurelion to come save the day, so let's start this Baron. Yep. Go ahead, Shyvana, write it in. Real normal game here. So, yeah, this game was pretty easy. The main thing that I did was move to contest with the Shyvana, and then not not reach for anything. I didn't try for a single play. It all came to me. Like boomerang, it's all coming back to you. Like, you don't have to go get it as Kha'zix. It comes to you. Crazy, I know. To me personally, I'm not saying you're stupid, but I'm saying I like to be bonehead and bash into it. Ay, ay, ay. So even though we got that Baron, it's so early in the game that we can rinse all the camps before we push with our team here. Alright, check this one out. You want to pull this together once it's like this low. And then boom. Smite both of them with the blue smite. Alrighty, let's get into the enemy jungle here. Braum, I love you. And remember, receive. I'm not moving into that bush. The Braum will walk into me. You just have to manifest your leads here as Kha'zix. Manifest your plays. The Kog'Maw will walk into me. I'm so delighted and happy that the Kog'Maw is walking into me. Yes! WQ. She flew away. What the fuck? I'm so delighted and happy that the enemy is randomly walking into the jungle. WQE. Oh shit. Urgot's pushing top, so let's stay mid with the boys. We can shoot the W's as the dragon form expires. Like, I just took half my HP in ambient bullshit. Push, push. Smack. Push, push, push. Dodge. What is that, man? Push, push, push. Die helped. But your honor, the title says Kha'zix carry, but he didn't carry. Yep. You see me kill that champion there? Take notes. Final score 2-1-7. I'll be honest, my team won that one too hard. Let's give the honor to Echo for sure. He played so well. That will put the main account here at 355 LP Master Tier, aka low elo. Final damage dealt 14,000 with damage taken 24,000. Dark Harvest dealing 500, Sudden dealing 570, and Treasure Hunter giving us 450. I really prefer Treasure Hunter and Dark Harvest after playing like one game. After playing not one game, after playing a good handful of games on Kha'zix to warm up, right? It's like Kha'zix receives the game anyways, so why not just receive more when it's there for you rather than, because like with Electrocute and Relentless Hunter, they just don't give you as much reward for getting the kills. So rather they help you get the kills. I don't need help getting the kills because the enemy has to do it to themselves. So give me more reward when the enemy makes the mistake. Don't mind if I do. Basically the same thing with footwear. Alrighty, see you in the next game. Alrighty, welcome to game 3. The name of last game was Farm, Farm, Farm. I feel like the name of this game will just be Contest. A lot of carries against a Hecarim. Let's meet him bot side and have a good time. We got those same runes, Dark Harvest, Treasure Hunter, with that magical footwear and Cosmic. With Cosmic, like, it gives you more flash. It also gives you more smite. Kha'zix can play tempo every now and then, and having that smite cooldown is not useless, because you get to use it for these slower camps like Wolves and then the Krugs, helping you finish those to get to the isolated camps like Red, Blue, and then the Grom. I just swear, man, if you don't have the Mecha Kha'zix skin too, the champ's just not as fun. Warming up on the champ, I played a couple games on like lower ranked accounts, and the default skin is just straight up weird. Like if you look closely, Kha'zix has a little head, and that's like pretty stupid. Like, doesn't make me feel very cool to be playing little head Kha'zix with that default skin. The ward on Raptors is pretty good. That shows us that Hecarim is starting in his top side. And we'll meet him in the bot side. Even if they know where I'm at, that's fine. Not like we're doing anything special here. We're still doing a full clear on turn 1, but then turn 2, 3, we can start skipping camps. Especially once we're level 5. Skipping camps in the efforts to contest on tempo. Surprised, there he is. He's just not showing on the ward. I'm still pretty fast compared to him, which is weird. Because if I'm on my wolves before he's on his red, that's weird. But he has his Q stacked up, so watch him clear those 2 camps faster than me. Let's just go to blue buff for that reason, honestly. Not far maxing this bad boy, just trying to clear as fast as possible. If you want to contest the enemy, you got to use both your smites as Kha'Zix. The clear just isn't that fast, so that's what we'll be doing here. Auto that one down, and then use a WQ smite, yep, and then finish this Gromp. Since the enemy bot lane hasn't crashed a wave, we can just move into the tri-brush. Unlikely that it'll be warded. Jin's taking the worst trade ever, man. It's not good for the 3v3 potential here. Holy moly. Health potion, ward. Xerath gets the kill. Now Karma's kind of screwed. So let's just let that be that. Oh, nice one. I can't believe Hecarim's not showing here. I'm waiting out. There he is. There's our man. Nice, keep chasing. Yeah, keep chasing. EQ, auto, W. Not enough damage this time. If Jin would have saved his W, we would have had him. So the main deal there is that we get into position in the bush, but don't walk into the enemy's bush. If they see you, then you lose that surprise factor. And then the enemy will walk away and you'll never kill them. You have to let the enemy move into you. Well, he's pushing towards Lucian, so I'll just reset. Too close to the turret, too. Let's leave a ward. 2 longswords. I'm thinking that I go for the Ghostblade this game. Ghostblade will allow me to stay on top of Hecarim, get on top of Lucian, Smolder, Karma. You know, 4 of 3 ranged champions and the world's fastest man there. So, with Ghostblade, that gives you that extra movement speed out of combat, but you also get that active that allows you to move through minions, move through champions, and get a lot more movement speed. Alrighty, we want to get level 5 and then continue with Hecarim on the bot side once again. This time, we can skip our Gromp, because we'll be level 5 off the Golems, the Raptors, and the Wolves. And then we can use that just to get into position rather than, oh god, continuing to farm. Well, that's going to slow me down a little. So as you can see, having speed is pretty important on Mr. Kha'Zix. Always doing something. Hecarim took my Raptors, that's fine. I can still get level 5 off the Wolves. And that's going to slow him down. So I can get level 5 off my Wolves and then move into his jungle. Trying to find him. If his Q's not stacked up, I have a good chance to win. My only problem is 1, that I'm on vision now. And then 2, the Lucian has prio. And a lot of it. There's my level 5. And then moving into the river here, we don't have a scryer. And then we have to assume this area, at least around it, is somewhat warded. So as I'm moving into the Hecarim's jungle here, I want to put down vision. That control ward gives me info. And with them having the control ward, they see us, but we still have position here, which is okay. So, Hecarim probably on his Krugs. And then we'll just wait for an opportunity here. We gotta be very careful not to commit with our E, though. Get away from me, man. Holy shit. Lane. Lane, throw skill shots. Auto, Q, W. Nice. Auto. Hecarim takes Void Grubs. I gotta get a move on then. Start this dragon up. Use my first smite since that second one will be coming up. Now Hecarim is level 6. As all Hecarims are at this stage, so no dragon from me. If he's just gonna cross map like this, we don't stand a chance. Oh, let's just reset. There's no winning moves here. If I kill Smolder, I die. If I do Dragon, I die. I have no mid laners, so to the top side. Serrated Dirk, Longsword, and then get another control ward since they took out our first one. Yeah, Hecarim gets too much farm and then gets level 6. Really cool champion. Since he took my Raptors, does his red side, and then just goes to Void Grubs, that's level 6 for him, and we will not be able to contest with that. Champion farms too fast. But since he's so much higher level and then the soul lanes are level 7, these camps will give me a lot of XP. So it's like really up to him to utilize that level 6 right here and now. And all he's done is taken both objectives, which it's okay, honestly, where I have 2 carry lanes. We affected bot lane and we can seemingly continue to do so. So holding the smite here, the Q will deal enough damage to the red buff. Gonna evolve my Q, so it'll give me more clear speed, more auto attack range, more Q range, which honestly helps into these range champions sometimes too. But it also gives us that refund cooldown on whenever you Q an isolated target. Now Hecarim's gonna dive and he'll probably be the only one forward. So that'll give me a lot of extra damage onto him, which we're gonna need because he has a lot of DPS himself. Yeah, the more I play with Q Evolve, the more I like it. Ulti Evolve is good too. But in this case, given the matchup, give me Q every day of the week, man. Alrighty, and as I finish my camps, I will be level 7. So, Hecarim's gonna have to get a whole nother level here. And we're even in CS for now, so honestly, if I can get into his jungle and take his camps, we're in business. Sweeper moving into the river. Nice, no wards. Now I'm looking for their camps. The enemy bot lane got chunked and probably reset, so... Phew. I'm gonna try to take these bad boys. And probably just leave, there's not any play for me here. Q. W. Need a kill for Ghostblade, and Mr. Lucian's looking primed and ready. He told me, he said, I like dying every now and then. Makes me feel something. Ulti. Walk right into him, Bob. Q. Auto. W. Ulti. Auto. EQ. Nice. Lucian said, I like dying every now and then. Now, Hecarim basically can't be on the top side, so I could follow this play as well. Because even if I reset, we won't be matching him on tempo anywhere. Yeah. Cassante takes 8 seconds to recall. Let's try to find them. Uh-oh. Q? Auto. Well, he has a clip, so that's that. If Teemo pushes the wave, we still have a pretty good chance here. Suppose I've accidentally defended Teemo top. I can't believe Hecarim's still on the top side. Well, he's not even still on the top side. He's reset to the top side. He has a whole eclipse. So I'll start these bad boys up, but then once they show up, we need to leave because Hecarim has that eclipse. Teemo's help. Suppose I've just randomly won the Void Grubs. I didn't mean to, guys. Let's reset. That is a fundamental of Mr. Kha'zix, man. Just be there, be square. If you're in position for stuff, and stuff can happen. AD, 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 AD. Yeah, give me some Ninja Tabby. Cloth Armor. Control Ward. I want to complete my tier 2 boots, and that's going to be Ninja Tabby this game. Cassante, Hecarim, Lucian, Smolder. They all auto attack. And since I don't have that ulti evolve, we're going to have to take some damage. But we don't need CDR early because we have our Q evolve, giving us that lower cooldown whenever we Q an isolated target. So we can invest more into AD, lethality, and in this case, resistances. To be armor or HP. Rest in peace, boys. So even though Hecarim's ganking the bot side there, it is what it is. That's the price I pay for doing the Void Grubs. But they don't get a dragon, so that's good. So, I'm looking for my camps, but I'm also interested... Oh my god, Lucian just wants to die, he told me. Ghostblade! Whoa. I don't even have the ulti for this one. Nice. 30 seconds to the dragon. Honestly, I'll just clear every camp. I don't think skipping them is very good. We're gonna get level 9 regardless, so... Get all of these off the board. Level 9's pretty important. We get our Q max now, so we have more damage on that. Skipping the wolves in position for the dragon, so that when people like this Karma show up, then we could try to surprise them. Really? She doesn't ward this area? Now, I'm not starting the dragon just yet. Sweeper and in position here. I can't believe we're not finding Karma. She's taking the uber safe route. Okay. EQ, auto W, moving, ghost blade, Q, noob down. That Q cooldown, man, it's so good. Run! Good luck, Xerath. Q. Is fine, is fine. Flash. Is fine. Heal a little bit. This is so weird, my ranged champions don't do anything, huh? Ouchie mama. Jin, hit him! Let's heal while we can. Fuck. Lucian with balls of steel just walking in. Finally gets punished for it. See what happens when you hit him, guys? Control ward. Yeah, show him who's boss. Auto QW. And then pull this bad boy to the right. Where's my allies at? In the bot lane. So even if they show, this is fine. Alrighty, so we showed up, we contended. We did our play, and then whenever the enemy responds, we back off. You don't have to frontline for your allies or anything like that as Kha'zix. You just have to do your job, and your job is an assassin. You're waiting for the right time to go in. I really pulled out Lucian deep as hell, too. Because whenever you're standing backline, you kind of entice the enemy to move forward into your allies. Alrighty, I'm honestly just going to power farm into level 11. We're already on the map on an overstay. So in this case, I'm going to clear all my camps, reset, clear like a couple camps, and get level 11, get my second evolve. And then we're really talking, rather than contesting this Rift Herald on the top side. Ah, but the Q evolve is so good. E smite, auto, Q. Auto, W, Q. And then get this, another Q. So we're about halfway to that level 11. But I think Cassante hits that turret. Nope. Ninja Tabby, Serrated Dirk, Longsword. Off we go. Ninja Tabby giving us armor, reduced damage from auto attacks. It's really going to help us against Lucian. He's brave enough to auto attack us. And then that armor helps us with Hecarim's AoE damage too. Alrighty, so into the bot side river here. We want to start denying the vision, making it so that the enemy is very scared to even move around the map. Hi, Lucian. This is easy enough. TP. Well, that's that. Teemo doesn't have TP to match, so I don't have to commit onto the Lucian. So we'll just get out of here. Let's get level 11. That's not good. Yeah. Alrighty, we're going to evolve the Spike second, giving us that slow, that AoE damage. Really helps us against not only the ranged characters, but also the Hecarim. E, W, ulti. Smite. Q, ulti. The slow didn't do enough for me. They have that shield from Karma. It's honestly whatever. There goes my Jhin, but like, listen. Everyone's dying around the map. We don't have to be the firefighter. We don't have to be the babysitter. It's on to the next thing. Makes no sense where the lanes are at, but oh well. Let's get some HP here. Come on, Cassante. Get crazy, man. That's what I'm talking about, Cassante. Finally, a real man that wants to fight without any vision. Damn it. He's become a coward. So if I commit onto the Cassante there, it's the same deal as bot side. I just get collapsed on. Yep. So this is what it's like to play with nobody warding, nobody having prio in lanes as Kha'zix mid game. So since that's the case, Give me some farm. I want to be hardcore, but my team won't let me. And again, we're not reaching for the plays. We're simply receiving them. We show up to a position, and the enemy either gives it to us or they don't. They either give us the play, or they know that we're there, and they strictly jack off and waste our time. And if you reach for the play, it's like always failing. Especially when I have 4 range champions on my team. I can almost guarantee like this whole area is warded. Nice, there's a scryer down here. So let's hit that bad boy right there. Q, auto, W, ulti. EQ, auto. Auto. Nuke down. I earned the position? Check. The enemy gave it to me? Check. So I just rely on ADCs walking into me? Exactly. It will happen. And you'll be pissed when it does. 132 CS, hot dog. Okay, well, if you're gonna start the fight. W. W. E smite. Nuke down. Run! A Lucian that's like one shot. Okay. Playing our distance here. Can honestly just keep pushing with our team. Frontline for the boys here. Be ready to back off, but so far so good. W. Q. Whoa, he's so screwed. Q. Auto. Q. Write that combo down. He did a Q into a Q into a Q. Nice. That is a massive throw from the enemy, and all I had to do was just be around it and react accordingly. Holy shit. That Hecarim multi, he's done. He's out of it. It's reset, level 13. We were sitting on so much gold too. Just gets worse for the enemy from here. Opportunity, I'll build towards that Edge of Night now. Serrated Dirk, Longsword, and a Control Ward. Opportunity giving us AD lethality, movement speed, extra lethality on our initial hit, and movement speed after we get a kill or assist. So that helps us get in and out of fights. The Ghost Blade helps us get in. Opportunity helps us get out, as well as helping us deal enough damage to actually kill the target as we go in. That'll be more for the squishy targets, definitely not the Cassante, but mostly everyone. Even the Hecarim can die pretty easily. Especially where I'm level 13. With all this fighting, level 13. Last game, only farming. This game, only fighting. One person watching is like, so what do I do? Okay, that's the Rift Arrow. We need to put a ward on Baron. W. If this kills, that's crazy. Just on top of my carry here. Q, moving. Auto, W, Q. Run. Auto, Q. Run. Q. Auto. Run. W. Wait for Teemo. EQ. It's enough damage. Teemo can clean him up. Slash W. Q. Nuke down. I'm too low to really do the Baron, so we'll just see if there's any camps for us here. Don't mind if I do. Especially where I have so many ranged characters, man, this Q evolve, like, if the enemy dives on top of them, then I'm just pumping the Qs into him. It's so strong. Going Edge of Night third so we have some HP. Shirelda's would give us more damage, sure, but having this HP makes us just so annoying. Almost like unkillable for the enemy, and we're still scaling, so I'll take that. I can get to level 16, having more tankiness in these plays in between, and then go late game level 16 with the Shireldas. Because you need that Shireldas eventually for your armor pin. But since we're so far ahead, have 2 items, level lead. We don't need it that early. And instead can get the tankiness building into that Edge of Night. That will allow us to play like a true asshole. You got any camps in here? Huh? What? EQ? Auto? W. Auto. Okay. 3 and 8 Lucian. I want to play on the top side of the map now. Although my camps are up, I'm not going back to them. We're level 15. We're not getting level 16. You can farm 80 camps right here. You don't get level 16. Instead, let's try to have some impact. EW. Q. Ulti. That's all it takes. My artillery behind me. All I have to do is apply a slow. Let's do Baron, boys. Hecarim's dead. Take out all these funny blast cones. Nice, some fruit. Dude, if Xerath's a beast, he tanks it. Whoever's tanking Baron deals less damage. I have way more DPS than Xerath's support. I'm dying. I can come in for the smite, but you guys need to deal some damage here. It's regening. Alright. I want to heal so that I can stay on the map. They're inevitably going to start that Baron. You took my fruit? Give me some vision, boss man. Don't worry, I'll do it myself. EQ. Close. It's always worth a shot, I think. It's not Dragon Soul coming up. Everyone was already dead. I feel like I lost that by like 50 HP. Man, if someone else on my team tanked the Baron at all, then we had it. Them getting the Baron gives them time to scale. I'm not super scared of that because I have 4. We're all carry champions on our team and we're all farming and all scaling. It's not good though. Alrighty, we complete that Edge of Night, giving us AD, lethality, HP, and a spell shield. And now we're looking to complete Shirelda's, giving us the armor pin, going for that last whisper first. Honestly, I feel like I can clean this up. Ghostblade ulti. EQ, W, ulti. Oh, I would have killed the Smolder for sure if I just queued. I'll be honest, Bob, I was influenced by the fucking danger pings. I gotta disable those. EW. Smite. Q. Auto. Auto. He's gonna get slowed. Low. Q. Let's get level 16. Turn off those pings. Because it is like a contentious point, but everyone was already dead. It would have been fine to die there. Because if I kill Smolder, big. ADC dead and a Baron off one of them. Nice. Alrighty, let's recall, get that last whisper. And then we're going to evolve our ulti last, giving us more invisibility duration and another charge of it. Does it really not give you movement speed on it? I feel like I've been saying that forever, that it gives you more movement speed when you evolve the ulti. It's just more invisibility duration and the charge. Whoops. Honey, I've been lying. Yeah, I've been lying online. Don't worry about it. Alrighty, let's get into position here. We're level 16. It's time to party. Since we know that this isn't warded, then it's our best spot. Now, our solo lanes are side laning. Q, auto, W is fine, is fine. E, W. That's all we gotta do, man. Xerath the man right here. Just play on Cassante, I think. Q. That's why you evolve the spikes, man. Are you seeing it? Like, you don't have a mid game. You don't have nothing if you don't have spikes. Oh! Hit him! Oh, a cage! Uh-huh. Well, that's the flash out of Smolder, so that's not too bad. Q, W, run! Q. We got no chance. Vigar's not landing shit. We gotta get out of here. 2 minutes to the objectives. Let's clean up some camps. Man, Vigar's such an ancient champion. Since the fight was happening too far away from him, he couldn't get any damage off, it seems. Or maybe he missed every ability because he's a massive pussy. Hard to say. Yeah. Take our inhib. Since we survived, though, we get a farm. That's always the case. Do not commit in like an asshole if you don't have to. Hecarim's level 15 with shit items. He bought MR. Let's try to kick his ass here. It's warded. Why would there be a blue trinket right there? He doesn't even try for his Krug? Hecarim, you don't like Krug no more? EW will get rid of the back line. I really want the full Shireldas, I'll be honest. The recall for Brutalizer sucks. Smolder's bot side alone, hot dog. Smolder baby, I love you. I love what you do. Run. W. Try to deal damage to Cassante challenge, eh? W. EQ ulti. Auto. Q. Auto. He's fine. Well, the Karma's chunked, we know that. This dragon isn't the end all, so let's get it done with here. This guy is out of his fucking mind. Playing for the dragon like that is so crazy. EQ, auto, Q. Let's do Baron, boys. That is the dumbest fucking over the wall I've ever seen. Like, ever. You would risk it all for not even... Because if they die there, right, they lose Baron. Guaranteed. Yeah, go ahead and tank that bad boy for me. Dude, last time I even got the berries and I died. Like, come on. "22 seconds on Jhin, so we won't be waiting. Alrighty, we got it all. We got the Shireldas. From here, I honestly want like HP so I can get that with Eclipse, or... Yeah, I can get it with Eclipse. That's like it. Let's get the blue buff to everyone, and then look to get into position here. With Baron buff, our team pushes, so we want to be in the enemy jungle like an asshole. So that if the enemy wanders in there, we kill them. If a fight starts, we flank. And then the enemy has to think about us in the jungle too. That part rocks. Hecarim, I love you. W. Q, auto. Get back here. Q, auto. Yeah. Knock me up. Q. I'll just heal that right back up. 1 sec. Waiting for my fellers to push here. Xerath, go lane. Vigar, go lane. Get in lane. Get in lane. Get in lane. I'm the jungle guy. Let me jungle. Guys, get in lane. Get in lane. Get in lane. Fine, I'll lane. W. Casante's like the one guy I don't want to hit. It's a waste of time. What is that fucking flash, guys? Just play in the center of the fucking lane and push it. Teemo's got bot lane going eventually here. The enemy's getting antsy. You can feel it. Got auto attack once and I'm half HP. Alright, there goes my gen. Bye-bye. Naturally, this is warded. Let's heal up a little bit. God bless these berries. My gen survived. Nice. Okay, we might have an angle here. EWQ. And we gotta play this one slow. Q, auto ulti. Q, W, ulti. Q. And get this. Another Q. Suppose their whole team's dead. Get him, Teemo. GG. What can I say? What can I say? All I did was hang out with the boys. What can I say? Just another day for Kha'Zix. It's what really infuriates me about the champion. You can't go and do it. You have to wait for it to happen. And when it works out, I'm like, it was just the enemy's mistakes. There's a part of me that doesn't like that, but that's Assassins, man. That's Assassins. Alrighty, that puts us at Masters 165 LP. Final damage dealt 34,000. Damage taken 43,000. And Dark Harvest, let's see, dealing 1,600. Sudden dealing 1,000. That's what I was thinking with the sudden or with the Dark Harvest versus Electrocute. After playing a bit more with it, is that the Dark Harvest lets you get like multiple kills, which is what Kha'Zix is all about in the late game. You kill one guy and the next one and the next one and the next one. And with that AoE W as well, you get so many opportunities to get that damage off. Whereas Electrocute single target, and it's more of an early game rune, and it's better for laners, like, I don't know. No thanks. Alrighty, that's Mr. Kha'Zix. It was nice seeing you, Mr. Kha'Zix. We'll put you on the shelf. I'll be interested to see where you're at next time we visit. We're currently on patch 14.15, and I would imagine that something would shake up to change Kha'Zix a little bit. Because I would say he's so randomly S tier. Like, he's like an S A tier champion, but kind of doesn't do a whole lot. He just kind of shows up and does what Kha'Zix does. It's that evolve W, it's that Q evolve, and sometimes ulti evolve. All of them have super good value at super early stages of the game, and he keeps scaling and scaling. So you don't have to win early, you don't have to win mid game, and you could still win late game. So, yeah. Alrighty. Hope you enjoyed, Bob. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, click that join button to support the channel, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. See ya.